It's been about a month since Destiny 2's first Eververse expansion, Curse of Osiris. The holiday-themed Eververse event The Dawning is still underway, and just about everything that can be said about Destiny 2 has already been said. So I'd like to take this opportunity to change gears and show a fully functioning, practical demonstration of one of the things I'd like to see with the biggest letdown so far, the Infinite Forest. Truth be told, I was debating whether to make this video. There have been plenty of videos and posts about how they dropped the ball, how they missed their opportunity to make engaging endgame activities within the procedurally generated forest. But I love procedural generation, I love making games, and I love the potential that the Infinite Forest represents. So, here's my quick and dirty build of just one of the ways they could update the forest to provide meaningful gameplay to the game. So, first thing to note, yes, it's not pretty. Unlike Bungie, I don't have a team of highly skilled and talented artists working for me, so I do the best of what I've got. And I don't got much. Second thing, down in the bottom right hand corner you can see we've generated 12 platforms and 10 paths in 1 millisecond. That means we've generated this entire thing in less time than it takes to blink. In fact, we've generated this so quickly we could generate this roughly 1,000 times per second. So it's fast. Much like the current forest, a series of platforms are created, populated by various enemies, and it leads to a point. Unlike the current forest, though, this point isn't a doorway to one of the 2 or 3 missions that they give you, but rather it leads to a randomly chosen event, whether it be a horde defense, some kind of puzzle, or a classic boss fight. So let's give a quick little run through. So, enemies populate, we shoot them with our guns, and we go through, make our way all the way through this procedurally generated path until we get to the end.
What? You thought a bit of apocalypse would shut down Eververse? Not likely.
So after defeating the boss, you're rewarded with some loot. And at this point can choose to return to orbit or continue. If you choose to continue, instead of being forced to leave the entire forest and re-enter, you can instead just carry on like the level never ended. Because it's procedurally generated. You can go on for as long as you'd like. Almost as if it were infinite. In fact, just to demonstrate, whoop, you can see it going all the way down. You can up the segments. Let's up the platforms per segment. Let's say 20 segments, 15 platforms. It's taken 66 milliseconds to generate all this. This is the extent of the line generation mode, and it's where I spent most of the time creating. I experimented with other generation modes, such as this cave generation mode. This method's not actually that good. To make it good would require at least a week or so. Definitely more time than the 2 days I spent making this entire demo. So that's all I have to show for now. As I've said, this was made in only a couple of days, so there's only so much I could do. I'd also like to take a moment to address a particular point and counterpoint that may be made. I didn't have to work within the confines of a pre-existing codebase, so it was easier for me in that regard to make this. On the flip side though, I'm just one guy, a solo, self-taught developer. The programmers and developers at Bungie are likely all far more skilled than I am, and I don't doubt they'd be able to do incredible things with the Infinite Forest. But if I can code this in a day, then what's been holding them back? Why was the forest so lackluster and limited after potentially years of DLC development? That's all for now. I'll continue to hope for Destiny 2 to improve, but still won't be playing until something significant happens. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see added to the Infinite Forest, or just Destiny as a whole. Or if you have any questions, feel free to ask them as well. Until next time.